Let's go over all the games happened on Monday. There were only 6 games, so Monday very important to stream, guys. And Tuesday, because we have 11 games, so you're probably not gonna play all your guys. More than likely, you're gonna have 10 guys playing, and then you're just wasting, players that night because you already have 10. So that could be an issue. So, sometimes it could just be due to scheduling. It just so turns out that on Tuesday you don't have that many guys, and you have all your guys playing on Monday. So that way you get 1 or 2 more games out of your players. Sometimes that could happen for sure. Monday, Tuesday, actually, like Rockets guys are very interesting, and obviously Milwaukee, San Antonio, Grizzlies, Pacers, all the teams they're gonna play 5. So you wanted to stream some of those guys, especially on Tuesday. You don't have a full house. You don't have 10 guys. Very important to stream them. This game, Wizards, so many things going on. The Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks. This week they're gonna try hard mode. They're gonna play their guys for seeding. The Wizards, everybody's secure. They haven't secured their playoff spot yet. With 3 games left, they are 2.5 games ahead of the Bulls. So the only situation is, I think they just need to win 1 game and then that's it. And then the Bulls obviously need to win every single game. They're so close. The Wizards, they just need to win 1 game, which I think they have 3 games left. They should be able to do it. And who knows, the Bulls might just lose 1 game and play themselves out of the playoffs. But they're looking at trying to make the 8th seed possibly. It will be very hard to do with only 3 games left. They need to win all, and Hornets needs to lose a couple. So that they only need to win 1 game. They're going to play the Celtics. If they beat the Celtics, then they're in. If not, they're having to play another game. Versus having, now they need to win 2 games. The most likely will play the Pacers and then play the Hornets. But Wizards should be the better team out of the 2. But that's exciting, right? 1 game series, I think it's a lot people are going to tune in for that 1 game series. Between any team, to be honest. If the best team, let's say who's the best team? Let's say the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. If they play the Wizards, if they just play 1 game series, who knows? They might just lose. But throughout 7 games, that all of a sudden that gets a lot harder. So I think a lot of people are gonna tune in for playing. Also, a lot at the stake. If they lose 1 game, they're out, right? Especially with the 9th or 10th seed. Even for 7th to 8th, you lose 2 games, you're out. So I feel like just a lot more excitement versus a 7 game series. Probably you're gonna wait till, I don't know, game 4, 5, 6. For the Wizards, this game, Russell Westbrook, that's the big news. He broke the all-time triple-double record held by Oscar Robertson for, I don't know, 50 years. He still got a couple years left. So we don't know when the next time we're going to have another player like Russell Westbrook. Who knows, maybe 30, 40, 50 years. That can just, get triple-doubles like him. It's almost like drink water. It's that easy for Russell Westbrook. 21 assists. In fantasy, we understand the free throw and turnover is bad. But the Wizards had 4 games for, 5-6 weeks straight. Because they have a very good schedule due to the entire team was out for 2 weeks. So pretty much every week they have a lot of games, and Russell Westbrook just didn't miss any. It's the Bradley Beal that missed a lot of games. Kind of reversed. Bradley Beal has always been an Iron Man in the past couple of seasons. Russell Westbrook hurt his quad, so if you traded for him for peanuts, you would looking really, really good. I think next year, if you pound free throws and maybe pound threes. Then you're good with Russell Westbrook, because if you pound free throw, a lot of big men that cannot shoot threes also, you're just naturally gonna pound threes, because if you start pounding free throw, you're probably gonna end up with a team that pound threes, and Russell Westbrook is great. That makes sense. Like bad free throw shooters, they probably don't shoot that many threes, so that makes sense. So Russell, great. 21 assists, 13 rebound. Like, for a lot of teams, like your best assist guy might be like a De'Aaron Fox, who averaged like 7. Russell Westbrook 1 game give you 21. He had like 24 the other night. It's just crazy. It's just so hard for you to win assists. When the other team got Russell Westbrook and your best guy only averaged 6 or 7 assists, You need three of those guys just to match Russell Westbrook one game. 28 points, 13 rebounds, just great. I mean, even hit his free throws, so just great. Rui Hachimura played high minutes, 27, but didn't just other than the points. Nobody on the Wizards. I think Davis Bertans. If you need threes, sure, absolutely, you gotta stream him this week. The minutes has been trending up, hit 5 threes. So if you want threes, he might be the best guy out there. Now there are a couple other guys, but him getting 30 minutes because he only takes threes and playing alongside Russell Westbrook, he's gonna get some 3-pointers up. Attempt 10, 11, 12 shots. So it depends on the day. If he's hot, shoot 50, 60 of them, then he could just easily go for 6, 7 threes. So that's good. But nobody else on the Wizards we should really touch. Daniel Gafford, the Wizards, they don't have a back-to-back this week. So Daniel Gafford, if you already got him and you need big man stats, sure. He could pop off. Even this game give you 5 rebounds and a block. Like if everything else is already locked, he's not gonna give you any points. So if you need points, maybe it's better to move on. But like if all the categories are determined, like I don't hate you, just have him because you could have 4 or 5 blocks in one game. For the Atlanta Hawks, Kevin Huerter, minutes is high, but not really doing anything. He's worth streaming for the back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday, if you need some guard stats. John Collins play well. 28 points, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks, good efficiency everywhere. One of the best games John Collins had. Really, really good. Against the Wizards, they did, both teams did score 125 points. Clint Capella had 4 blocks, 22 rebounds. Good stuff. But again, if you don't need, they have 4 games, so that's pretty good. But if you don't need Clint Capella's rebound and blocks and field goal, I mean, for sure he's the job. He give you no steals, no assists, no free throws, bad free throws, no threes, right? Low points even. They're not a big points guy, but the points is okay. But yeah, something to think about. Bogdanovic continues to be a beast. This is what we envisioned when we drafted Bogdanovic. Obviously, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, they're out of the pictures. In the last month, he's a 10th ranked player in the last month. Played 14 games, averaged 23 points and 5 threes. My God, he hit 7 threes. For sure, like he's winning people leagues. His 7 threes, that is unbelievable. He averaged 5 threes last month and 1.6 steals. What else can you say? Just good stuff. I mean, he's way better than Trae Young in fantasy. Way better. Trae Young also played well this game. 36 points, 13 for 13 from the free throw line, but only hit 1 3, 9 assists. It's good. 6 rebounds, but no defense. 6 turnovers. But yeah, Trae is great. Counting stat wise, it's great. Gallinari played 21 minutes. Not interested, but everybody else didn't really play. Nobody played over 15. DeAndre Hunter actually came back, played 13. They wanted to be part of the playoffs, but we know to leave him out there on the waiver wire. Next season, maybe draft him late. The next game, the Indiana Pacers and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's great. I mean, they need to win the games to be on the 9, to try to have a shot to be the 8th seed. They also have 5 games, so it's heavy lifting for all those guys. And Malcolm Brogdon is still out. I think Brogdon, he might play tonight because it was a back-to-back. So he might play tonight and play Thursday. Hamstring issue is tricky. I don't know if they want to run him to the ground. And for sure, he's going to rest. For sure. He's going to rest at the next back-to-back, which is coming up in Saturday and Sunday. So you just hope he could play Saturday and rest Sunday. So you could have your other guys play. So best case scenario, if he doesn't come back Tuesday, if he got an IR, for sure, just leave him in there. But how many minutes is he going to play when he does come back? I don't know. It sucks that he's injured, and I don't know how much he can even contribute when he does come back. Well, meanwhile, Sabonis is going off. What is his stat line? 21 points, 20 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. Just going off. Jesus Christ. There's some scary numbers. I don't, not much to talk about. You just hope he can play the next 4 games this week. Oh shit, Brissett. Maybe it's I would keep until Thursday and or Tuesday, look for some other streams. For tonight, like since he has a game, don't drop him. Unless you can find like way better talent out there. He still gave us 2 blocks this game, but the minutes is quite low. It's just not doing much at the moment. I would hold for him today and then trying to make decisions. But their schedule is so good. They still have 4 games this week. Karis LeVert played well. Efficiency wise, 8 for 19 is not the best, but 10 assists. That's really good. 20 points, 2 threes. Hit his free throws, 1 steal, 1 block. Pretty good. He'll be contributing a lot. There are 4 games left this week. And Justin Holiday and TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell for sure. If you need assists and steals, he's a must roster. No questions asked. 28 minutes, 7 assists and 2 steals. Good efficiency and 4 rebounds. Justin Holiday had 3 blocks and 3 threes. Like I said, if you want the steals and threes, you could potentially look to stream him. But if you didn't pick him up already Monday, maybe it's too late. Caleb Martin actually went off 25 points, but let's leave him on the waiver wire. We're not gonna trust it. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, again, they have 4 games, and they don't have a back-to-back. Kevin Love didn't play this game, so sure, you just drop him. It was a back-to-back, I understand, but he didn't really have any value to begin with. Not much value. Not any. He does have some value, but just not great value to begin with. Colin Sexton, really bad efficiency this game. He took 26 shots. Good from the free throw line. 1 hit, 1 3, 5 rebound, 8 assists, and a steal. The counting stat look okay. Jared Allen has not been good. 12 points, 9 rebound, and a block. Just the block numbers has been disappearing in the last month or 2. When he was on the Nets, he was I thought for sure getting onto the Cavaliers, he's gonna be a beast. He's hovering around 90th ranked, mainly because the rebound is so low. I don't know what's going on. The next season, I still view him. If he's on the Cavs, right, he should be a top 60, 70 guy. I'll give you all the big man stats. All right, let's go to the next game. The Pelicans losing to the Grizzlies. Pelicans, James Johnson is a must stream. And Zion Williamson is out. And who knows if Brandon Ingram going to come back this season. They have nothing to play for. They don't have a back-to-back. So stream those guys. Those guys are going to have some value. The next three games. They have 3 games left. Najee Marshall did not play good at all. Did not play well at all last game. This game went off. So if you like Najee Marshall, sure, but he's a bit inconsistent. But he's going to get an opportunity. This game, the stat line looks really good. 11 points, 2 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And 12 points and 1 3. But I just prefer, if James Johnson is out there, I prefer James Johnson. He only played 28 minutes, but 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. And mainly the defensive stats and rebound. I just prefer James Johnson. Hernan Gomez mainly for rebound. He did that. 8 rebounds, 15 points, and 4 assists. Bad from the free throw line. And Jackson Hayes. So they are splitting the minutes. Jackson Hayes probably has the better upside because he blocked more shots. But if you want more rebound, Hernan Gomez is the way. But both guys, because they don't have a back-to-back. I would trust Hernan Gomez grabbing me 8 rebounds at least in 24 minutes. So if I really want rebounds, I would go for him. And Jackson Hayes probably not. It's just very inconsistent we see here. And the minutes is not even that secure. Some nights William Hernan Gomez might play 30 minutes if he is playing well. He is the starter after all. Eric Bledsoe, another okay game. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 points, and still in a block. Okay game from Eric Bledsoe. And Lonzo Ball should just, only took 7 shots. Good efficiency, 12 points, 8 rebounds, good stat line for Lonzo. He can do everything, just like this. All around nice fantasy line. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It will be interesting next season. If we have Eric Bledsoe out of the way, is he gonna be freed in 24 minutes? Had an okay line, but I wouldn't stream him because the minutes is capped at 20 to 24. Who knows? If Eric Bledsoe misses games, then for sure, the last 2-3 games, we want to stream Nickeil Alexander-Walker for points and defense. For the Grizzlies, like I said many times, they have 5 games this week. So Kyle Anderson, you gotta stream him. Jaren Jackson Jr. not so much, because he's gonna miss some games. Realistically, he's only gonna play 3 games. To be honest, he's not gonna play the back-to-back today, and he's not gonna play the back-to-back on Sunday, which is okay. Like if he doesn't play on Sunday, it doesn't hurt because you already have a full house. But this is why we love Jaren Jackson Jr. 1 steal, 4 blocks, 7 rebound, 1 3. He didn't even shoot the ball well from the 3-point line. If he made 1 more 3, this is a great line in just 27 minutes. So next season, let's get Jaren Jackson drafted early. Maybe next season is the year he breaks out. Disappointing season. Only if he came back a bit early, like 2 months early. In the playoffs, if he played 30 to 35 minutes, he's just a beast, right? Realistically, he could be a top 20 guy or better because he gets blocks, right? If he adds in a little bit steals, man, really, really scary. But this week, if you don't have him, like you see him go off, today he's gonna miss the game. Right? If you want to pick him for Thursday, Saturday, I don't hate it. And he's going to miss the game on Sunday as well. That looks like it. You want him to play on Saturday, not Sunday, because Sunday you already have a full roster. Valanciunas continued to, he had 5. Kyle Anderson also played well. Like he's a must roster, I think, this week, given that they have 5 games. He does a little bit of everything. He had 4 blocks, and our Valanciunas have 5 blocks. So if Valanciunas gets over 1.5 blocks, he's gonna be like ranking wise. Let's check the ranking. Yeah, he's 13th ranked player, averaging 1.7 blocks. Like everything else he's doing is not too crazy. 18 points, 12 rebound, 64% from the field is a bit high on 12 attempts, but he could be close to a 60% guy. So really, it's just the blocks. If he can average 1 point, he's a top 20 guy. That's how good he is in category leagues. Dylan Brooks, sure, they got 5 games going on. Bad efficiency, but this game 2 steals, 23 points is good enough. Ja Morant had 12 assists and nothing else. Yeah, Ja Morant is in fantasy is one of the biggest traps. Don't in category leagues especially. Don't grab this guy. Like I wouldn't draft him until maybe the 5th or 6th round, and then I would think about it. And because they have 5 games, guys like D'Anthony Melton, maybe I want to stream him, on Monday and Tuesday and Thursday, till maybe I wanted to stream, but if I mainly want the defensive stat, had 2 steals in the block, but the minutes is very inconsistent. Hopefully he can get up to 25. But if you want defensive stats, you could have him, and hopefully he would go off, have like 5 steals and 3 blocks. The next game, Milwaukee Bucks, the San Antonio Spurs scored 146 points. Both teams have 5 games this week. Both teams. So on the Bucks, like I said, Dante DiVincenzo is a stream because the schedule is too good. He had 12.6 rebounds, 6 assists, and a block. So that's good. Hit 3 threes. They got destroyed, so the minutes are a bit low, and they also have 5 games. Jrue Holiday, and I don't know if they're going to rest like guys like Lopez, Giannis, and Holiday. They really have nothing to play for. So I think it'll be, it's very possible they're going to rest some of those guys. That's why I said Bobby Portis might be a good pickup Monday, because, if Giannis ever misses games, or just, he's going to be a beast. 13 points, 5 rebounds in 60 minutes. But, maybe hold. Maybe just wait and see if Giannis is going to miss games. We'll see if he's going to miss games tonight. Jrue Holiday, also another great game. No defensive stats, but it's a back-to-back. Is he going to play all the games, all 5 games? We don't know. 20 points, 6 assists, and 2 threes. And Chris Middleton. Just Bucks, the starters didn't get any steals or blocks. Lopez had 2 and 1 3. Nobody played that well, even though they scored 125 points. No defense, all offense this game. The Spurs only had 6 steals as well. So not a lot of defense going on, just offense everywhere. DeRozan played well, 23 points. Only three assists. All the assists went to DeJuan Murray and Jacob Poeltl. Poeltl played really, really well. 10 rebounds, almost a triple-double, and 1 steal, 3 blocks. This is why we love Poeltl. He was a plus 27. Really good. I think certain matchups, he just does so well. Giannis, because he's so long, like He's gonna bother Giannis a little bit. Giannis went 11 for 16 from the field, but the fact he was plus 27, the size, the length, uh, theoretically should really bother Giannis. Although Giannis had a pretty good game himself. Keldon Johnson, 20 points, 7 rebounds, but just not exciting stuff. Like I said, Spurs, because they have 5 games, so you could stream like Keldon Johnson, you could stream Lonnie Walker, you could stream Patty Mills, depending on what you need. None of those guys give you any defense. It's mainly the points, the rebound. Patty Mills' case, it's the threes. He hit 6 threes here. Lonnie Walker hits 3 and points. He give you that, and again, they're gonna play 5 games. I expect them to, and give you some value. But I'm not too high on any of those guys because they don't give me assists, they don't give me steals and blocks. They give me a little bit of points and threes. And threes is not in huge volume. Patty Mills compared to a Davis Bertans, I would just rather much have Davis Bertans' production. 3 games Davis Bertans probably hits more threes than Patty Mills. Although he went off here, had 6 threes. Let's go to the next game. We got 2 more games left. The Warriors, Curry hit a game winner this game to beat the Jazz. They're still fighting for that first seed in the Western Conference. Although, even though Jazz lost, they're still 1.5 games ahead. But they still gotta win games. Bogdanovic's game, like Bogdanovic, Joe Ingles, Jordan Clarkson, those guys are must roster with Donovan Mitchell out. This game, Bogdanovic, another great game. 27 points, 2 steals, 6 rebounds, 4 threes. What else can you say? Great, Jordan Clarkson went off. 41 points, 7 rebounds, 5 threes, and a steal. The Jazz, their schedule, when is their back-to-back? Do they have a back-to-back? They don't have a back-to-back. So really, since everybody play on Sunday, yeah, maybe not worth streaming. But you should roster, the 3 guys I just mentioned. Joe Ingles did not have the best game. 5 assists and a steal, hit 1-3. But he has good value in category leagues because he's efficient. He hit threes. He gets assists. He gets steals. It doesn't really hurt you anywhere, really. But the counting set he gives you is not in huge volume. He's going to average around 10 points also. Royce O'Neal is starting at the shooting guard. So their starting 5 has some scary length. Rudy Gobert, 16 rebounds, no blocks. Obviously, you just take the 16 rebound. Sucks he didn't have any blocks. And when is Mitchell going to be back? The playoff is around the corner. For the Warriors, Curry is going to win the scoring title. I'm pretty sure he's not going to slow down. 36 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Man, Curry finally, on the season, he's really, really good. And if you have him on your team, I think your team obviously depend on if your other guys are, but he's carrying the team. He only made 3 threes this game, but the fact that he attempted 13 threes, that's great. Usually he would hit 5 or 6. Really good efficiency from the free throw line. What else can you say about this guy lately? Can Bazemore play 34 minutes? Very good idea to stream Warrior guys Monday, Tuesday because they have a back-to-back. Really good idea. 19 points, 2 assists, only 1 block, but their next game is Friday, so I probably would. So realistically, because everybody play on Sunday, they only have 1 game. I would just drop Cam Bazemore. All the stream guys. I would drop Juan Toscano Anderson. He went off, but I would drop him after Tuesday, of course. He went off here, had 7 rebounds, only 5 points, but we look at the rebound, good efficiency, the 1-3, the 7 rebound, the 5 assists, and mainly the 4 steals. Really, really good. But drop him after Tuesday. I would drop Wiggins after Tuesday as well, probably. Kevon Looney, yeah, don't stream him. And Draymond Green also played well. 6 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals. Just very consistent, give you 8 assists and 2 steals every single game. Adding rebound and blocks. If you score 12 points, that's great. You'll take it every time. And Kelly Oubre Jr. is out. So I think Kelly Oubre and James Wiseman really, I think with them out, Warriors' record has just been so good. Record-wise. Let's look at the last game of the night. Rockets team, full of surprises. Losing to the Portland Trailblazers, that's no surprise. Trailblazers, they're in playoff mode. They got to win all the games to avoid the playing. It's expected they beat the Rockets, but the fact they score 140 points, and Rockets also score, just no defense being played, which is what you want to see in fantasy. Jason Tate, like I said, Jason Tate, Kelly Olynyk is rostered everywhere already, but Jason Tate, Kenyon Martin Jr., those two guys, and Kyrie Thomas, I think it was a good idea to take a flyer on him as well late this season, even though we don't know who he is. These three guys are must roster for this week. You should pick them up on Monday. If not, for sure pick them up on Wednesday, for sure. Like they could all give you top 30, 40 values. Jason Tate, 7 rebound, 8 assists. Did not bring the defensive stats. If he did, that would be good. 6 assists, okay. Had an okay game. Kenyon Martin Jr., another great game. Only took 9 shots, 2 for 2, hit 3 threes. I mean, just did everything. 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block, 15 points. Really, really good game from Kenyon Martin Jr. And another good game from Kelly Olynyk. It's no surprise now. 10 for 10 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 21 points. What else can you say? And Kyrie Thomas, we got to look at him as well. He played 29 minutes. So the minutes is not the highest compared to Kenyon Martin Jr. He played 38, so he's a must roster. Kyrie Thomas is the number 1 ranked player, having played only 3 games the entire season. He had 5 steals and 2 blocks, no defensive stats this game. If he brought in 2 steals, this is a great line. 2 threes. But on Wednesday, I would prioritize Kenyon Martin Jr. over him. I would prioritize Kenyon Martin Jr. over Jason Tate as well. But if Kyrie Thomas is out there on the waiver wire and you need some guard stats, I don't hate it to stream him. Who knows, he could go off again. This Rocket team, I mean, these young guys, they're going to have some playing time and, show us what they can do. But other than those guys, I wouldn't trust anybody. I wouldn't trust Daniel House started and played 13 minutes. Yeah, forget about him. And the fact that he got injured, it also should help Kyrie Thomas. For the Portland Trailblazers, Norman Powell played well. 28 points. What's the Portland schedule looks like? Yeah, they have a back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday, and I would probably drop Norman Powell after Thursday. They have 1 game on Sunday, but that doesn't really matter. 28 points for Norman Powell, 3 threes. Good. They have a back-to-back. I would keep them. Robert Covington continues to be underwhelming. He's a guy that I could also be looking to drop after Thursday because he's really not giving us all that many defensive stats. Although very consistent in blocking the shots, but the steals is lacking lately. Hit 2 threes. Yusuf Nurkic went off this game against the Rockets. No surprise. 20 minutes is really encouraging. He's gonna tease us, when the end of season comes around. People are gonna draft him. People are gonna use the last week or 2 and draft Nurkic way too early. Draft Nurkic and end of 2nd round. I mean, that's what his ceiling for sure is like top 10. He could be a top 10 player, but just so many risks involved. First, so everybody has injury risks, sure, but Nurkic has a greater injury risk, and also there's the minutes issue. And they have an okay backup center in Ernest Cantor. So yeah. Don't draft him too early, guys. Next year, CJ McCollum, Damian Lillard, not much to talk about. Both play really well this game. The fact that they scored 140 points, everybody played well. And that's it for all the games. I'll come back to you guys tomorrow.